cider with a mango and raspberry flavouring. It is from the brand Record or something. It is a Swedish brand, and I took a few cans for my last holiday because I thought they were so good. They're like really tasty. Now, hear me out. I don't condone underage drinking. Please don't drink if you're not of the legal age in your country. However, I'm well over the age in my country, so I'll be enjoying this as a little drink because I'm really in the mood while I'm filming this video. That's kind of the vibe for me today, as it is a Sunday and I've just been not doing nothing except filming for the entire weekend, so we can have something nice today. So cheers, guys. Cheers with your water or whatever you want. So I'm hoping to make this video with hopefully not a lot of cuts, so we can just kind of be more chill, more friendly, more hangout session, because I'm so excited to be finally be doing this video. It is the book tag by ASMR Fleur, who I've been a huge fan of. I love her videos. If you don't know her, I don't know how, but then you should definitely check out her channel. I'll make sure I'll link everyone's channels down below. So she created this amazing tag, and she was also the one to tag me for this video. I also got tagged by Silverfish ASMR, whose videos I also really love. So check my two girls out. I will also be tagging some ASMR artists. Again, everyone will be down below. But these are some book queens I currently really enjoy listening to. Which, first of all, I'm gonna tag my girl Lullaby Fairy ASMR. She's an Australian queen and she does book related content, and just kiss, I'm obsessed with her videos. Like, my day gets so much better when I see she uploaded them. Slay. Another good book girly recommendation who has already done this tag, but if you're still interested, is Evie Bethany ASMR. Again, love her content. And again, who else I will be tagging is Scottish Whispers, Ali G ASMR, and Nisha ASMR. I love all of their content, and oh my god, it would just make my life so much better seeing this video be done by them. Because you guys, these are a lot of questions. These videos are long. These are a treat, and we're talking about books, okay? How much better can it get? So, if you guys are seeing this, please do this video if you want, obviously. But I would be so excited to see your videos, and I'm sure Flo will be as well. So, she was nice enough to create a Google Sheet, a Google Doc, which she has linked on her video, so if you want to check that out, do so on her channel and her video. Again, I will link everything down below, so don't mind me looking down here to the questions. Anyway, let's get going. Question number 1 is, when did you start reading, and what's your relationship to reading? So, I basically started reading when I was super young. Even before I could personally read, my mom would read me and my brother a lot of bedtime stories, and I'd listen to audiobooks. And one of my favorite memories is that on long car rides, my mom would think of some, like, she would make up stories about princesses and princes and just fantasy worlds, and would tell us until we would fall asleep in the car. so freeing because it also means I spend less time with social media or TV or something. So I've been really enjoying that. Question number 2 is, do you have a reading goal this year? What is it, and do you think you'll reach it? So I didn't initially set myself a reading goal, but then I got into the crazy world that Goodreads is, and I am taking part in the Goodreads 2022 book challenge, which I believe is reading 30 books this year, and I do think I'll reach it because I think I'm already at 21 or 22 books either, and I'm about to finish the book I'm currently reading, so I think we're good. I also have a month and a half off of uni now, so I think we're actually fine on this. I think I will reach that goal. But before that, I never really set myself a goal. This is kind of like the first time I'm doing that, so. But I'm excited. I think I'll reach it, and maybe next year we can up it a little bit. Give myself an actual challenge. Question number 3 is, what genre do you enjoy reading the most and why? So, I thought about this answer for a bit, and I definitely think that the favourite genre that I like to read is probably a fantasy slash fantasy romance with fantasy with romance, whatever you want to call it. I really enjoy the world building that is usually in fantasy books. I like the little fast-paced environments. I like high stakes. Yeah, I like books that really catch me, have a lot of adrenaline. That's probably my preferred reading environment, and kind of like how it makes me feel. I do also really enjoy romance books as well though, so I think it's kind of both, but it is more fantasy. I feel like I definitely like the fantasy world building and lengths a lot more. I really like to get to know characters and get to know their world rather than, 200-page romance, but that is just personal preference. Question number 4 is, what is your favourite book of all time and why? So, I probably have a couple of favourite books, but if I had to pick one, currently it would be, and this is going to be a bit of a surprise, maybe not, it is the first Crescent City book, so House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. I finally have this book again. I was talking about it in a previous book video, but I didn't have it because my friend borrowed it, but we got it back. So, if you know Sarah J. Maas, I love Sarah J. Maas, honestly, queen. I love her writing in general. I also love Akata, and I love what I have read so far of Thrones of Glass, which is the first 2.5 books. But Crescent City, oh, you guys, like, I know this is a little bit of an unpopular opinion, but I feel like, personally, this is her best book. So, hear me out a little. As I said before, I really enjoy world building and character building. And let me tell you, in this huge book, I think it has over 600 pages. It's about 800. She does a lot of world building and a lot of character building, so much so that a lot of people criticize that. But to me personally, that was just perfect. So the book initially is about Bryce, excited if you haven't already, because the third book is coming out in January, and that is probably my most anticipated release next year, and I will have to reread this till then, so a lot of work, but again, I absolutely love this book. Alright, next, a very hard question, but I have an answer to it. What is the worst book you've ever read? And I will try to keep myself short. Feel free to skip over my babbling a little bit, because this book does make my blood boil. So, the book I'm talking about, and hardcore fans might know, is Tilly Cole's 1,000 Boy Kisses. Now, I DNF'd this book at about the last few pages. I just could not take it anymore. Honestly, I'm sorry, I don't mean any offense to the author, but this is just not doing it for me. The book is about Poppy and Rune, who have been childhood friends and then grow their friendship into a romance until Rune is forced to move away with his family back to Norway. And then when he comes back a few years later, they don't talk anymore, and nothing is as it seems anymore. So I got this book recommended because a lot of people are saying it is a sobbing romance. So I was in for a good cry starting this book, but it went downhill so fast. Let me tell you, this book is atrocious. The writing is absolutely terrible. I feel like reading the diary of a 6-year-old. The main character is absolutely insufferable. She is an pygmy girl of the fucking finest. There is a quote, I took a picture of it, but I can't be bothered searching for it, where she literally says something like, "I've never been the girl to sleep in. I always wanted to stand out and catch the sunset while everyone was still asleep." The sunrise. So, insufferable. So annoying. I basically got an aneurysm just reading this, because it is so childish. It is so stupid. And what else is there to say without spoiling it? I don't want to spoil it, but I do not recommend you read this book, because I think it's absolute horse dump. It's a nice way I can put it. I hate this book with a passion, because it also talks about a very sensitive topic, I'd say. Again, I don't want to spoil it, but I feel like the way the topic was never fully addressed, and the way the topic was glorified, in my opinion, that's just a no-go. Like, as someone who had personal issues with exactly the problem referenced in this book, like, as in I knew people, it's absolutely hated. It's insufferable. It's just a big fat no. And let me tell you, the characters are so bland. The only thing is their love for themselves and each other. And it's basically, oh my god, I love her so much. No, I love him so much. What did I do to deserve him? Back and forth for like 20 fucking chapters. Another thing that highly annoyed me is that it constantly gets mentioned how she's not like other girls, because she loves adventures and she likes playing what was it? Like the cello, I think. And okay girl, like just because you play the cello you're not better than anyone, you know. And that's it. That's all the adventures this girl goes on. Yes, yeah, she reckons she's the biggest adventurer this world has ever seen. So I'm really pissed off about this book. I don't know if you know, if you ever happen to be in a life or death situation where you need to burn books to survive, use this one first. I will not say ones, but it just really distracts me. Like, it makes me think of school when you had to like read Faust or something, or Shakespeare, and had to like mark metaphors and stuff. So yeah, don't annotate, and I really don't do anything when I read. I just sit or lie somewhere, whatever. Sometimes I read on the train when I go to uni, sometimes I read on the toilet, on the bathtub, it's just everywhere. However, I love when my cat comes and joins me when I'm reading. It's just the best. It gives the best cozy vibes when you get your little cat cuddling you while you're trying to read. It's just an elite feeling. Yeah, but other than that, I don't really do anything crazy. Which also kind of correlates with what's a quote from a book you still think about often. I honestly could not tell you because I can't remember anything for longer than 50 seconds. So yeah, I don't really know any quotes, can't really remember anything. If you're not talking about Rice saying, "I've been waiting for you," you know, I don't really remember anything. So yeah, that's that. I just read my books. I don't like annotate them. However, sometimes I wish I could because it's kind of cute. It kind of makes you memorize the books a little better. But yeah, just nothing I personally have ever gotten around to. I've tried to hurry up a little because we've got 25 questions and I'm currently at question 14. So I'm sorry, but this is a long video. The next question is, what is the last book you read that you just couldn't put down? And you guys, it's August 2023, you know what book we're talking about. I feel like we all knew it. This isn't actually the correct copy. It's a different book I put in it. Because my mom wanted to borrow the book. So I currently have another book and it's wrapping, so I can show you. But this is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. If you've been living under a rock, potentially, or just awoken out of a deep slumber from the past few months, this is about a Violet who goes to starts her first year at a Dragon Rider Academy, a school for Dragon Riders, I guess. And it is kind of a high stakes, life or death situation. Only the best riders survive their school year. And at the end of the school year, they have to bond to a dragon, and who doesn't bond dies. So yeah, I love this book. Super fast paced. Love the situation, gets into being a fake girlfriend for a agency that rents out these fake girlfriends to rich or influential men for a month. So basically, in this series, she goes through 12 different clients, and she lives and pretends she's their girlfriend for 1 month each. So I only read the first book, even though I actually do have the full series, and I feel like this was such a good premise of a book. I feel like it could have been so enjoyable. However, I loved the first guy. She was gonna be a girlfriend for, but then bookmarks right now. I'll get back to it. So to me, the ugliest cover is Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. It is a spin-off, I guess, to Akuta, and it's just about Ferris' sister Nesta. So left the story itself. However, this book is a lot bigger than the other ones I have, and I believe this is from a different cover series than the ones I have, because I have those really bright and colourful Akuta books, like the pink, green, blue, whatever it was. So this one is just, I don't know, it's a sore in my eye. Who thought grey and orange would make a good book cover? Like, I want to talk. Also, this book is so much bigger than the other ones. It's kind of so annoying. You know, when a series doesn't match, it hurts my soul. Anyway, I don't know who thought this was a good colour combination. Yeah, it's just not working for me. But yeah, I also don't like the colour orange, so maybe that's it. But yeah, it's just a bit of an unfortunate choice, especially next to my bright and beautiful other ones. So this is what goes to this one. Okay, but the one I skipped is which book in your collection has the tingliest cover? I used as my fake fourth wing, which is Plant Witch by Julia Diaz. This is more of it's like a book about the magical healing powers and stuff of plants. It's just like a little funsy, magical, whimsical book. It's not a book to read, I guess. It just has little, you know, recipes and notes on different plants and stuff. Here about jasmine, for example. So yeah, I just think, because this book's so heavy and has such a thick binding, it is so tingly. I really enjoyed this book. Alright, continuing. Question number 20 is, what is your favourite trope? And honestly, I'm a little bit lost in the kind of trope world, because as I said, I only discovered Goodreads about like 3 to 4 months ago, and I have never before really thought about tropes or participated in any reading communities, so I'm a bit of a trope newbie. So I don't really know what tropes there are out in the world other than the most obvious ones. But what I can kind of say is that I do There's a bit of spice, there's a bit of a romance, a plot, there's a little bit of everything for you guys, but it is a lot of tension, a lot of vampires, a lot of friendship, and it's just so beautiful written. I really, really enjoy this book. So yeah, if you're into vampires, maybe not too bothered by more young adult, less spicy books, this could be your best friend. Except if you've already read it when you're like 13, and I'm not telling you anything new, but if you haven't, I love this book, or this series. Okay. Question 22 is, do you prefer standalone books or series, and why? I'm trying to figure out what that sound is. It is really windy outside, so that could be option 1, or it is my cat clawing at the door, which he's never done before, but maybe we're gonna get attacked by some crazy things outside. I don't know. That sounded weird. Anyway, I probably prefer to read series for the various reasons I've said before, that I just really, really enjoy getting to know characters and really getting into a story, into a world that is just my kind of jam. There's nothing worse to me than short books with super bland, like, great personalities where there's just nothing going on. I just need to love a person to care about their story. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely enjoy series a lot more usually than standalones. However, I can definitely get behind a standalone, as you've seen. Question 23 is, do you have a favorite book to movie adaptation? And I picked Harry Potter for that one. Honestly, it's such a timeless classic. I am a big Harry Potter fan. It's just like nothing better than to do a little Harry Potter marathon in winter, cozy on the couch with like some chips and a hot chocolate. A hot chocolate. And yeah, just diving into Harry Potter and reading that. I have read Harry Potter multiple times. This is my English collector's edition or something. These are so beautifully illustrated. I'm really proud of owning this set of books. But yeah, I've read them multiple times in English and multiple times in German. I am a Harry Potter stan. I think these books are so well written, and I think the movies are equally as good. It's a bit of a boring answer, I know, but I love myself some Harry Potter. Okay, the next question is, and almost last, is what's a book that you have been meaning to read for a long time but haven't gotten around to it yet? And that would be The Atlas 6 by Lily Blake. I got this way into last year, if not on my birthday, so in May of last year, and I was influenced to get this because I've heard a lot about this. I like Instagram stuff was raving about it, but for some reason I have just never gotten around to read it, even though I love the cover. But every time I'm looking for a new book to read, I find everything more interesting than this book. So I believe this is about the 6 magicians who come together every decade. They join the Alexandrian Society, and then I don't really know what else it is about. I think they're having some trials, and it's like a survival thing. I don't know if it's a romance plot or anything. reading those books as well as Ailey Hazelwood's books that I've read so far, which is her 3 main books. I have only read one of the 3 novellas, but yeah, love myself some Ailey Hazelwood and love myself some Sarah J. Maas. So I definitely think I can see myself rereading those in the future, but I haven't yet, so we will see what the future holds for that. But yeah, you guys, we are finally through. Just glancing at my phone, we are at about 1 hour, so I think this is a good time for me to stop. No, I completely forgot this. Okay, there are some this or that quick fire questions at the end of this book tag. So we have some